Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Police Rugby Grounds. Welcome to the Army Rugby Grounds here in Panagoda, as we're all set to begin this second encounter of the Mastercard Interclub A Division Rugby League 2024-2025 between Army Sports Club and Police Sports Club. These two sides last year produced one of the best games of the season, and once again today these two sides will be licking their lips to produce another stunning encounter. Yesterday we had a great game between Air Force and CHN FC, where Air Force managed to get the better of CHN FC after a very close first half, but they managed to get the game towards their side in the second half and win the game quite comfortably, 36 points to 15. So today Police Sports Club, as you all know, they gathered a lot of steam going into the last few games of the last season. The weather forecast for today: maximum temperature of 29, minimum of 24, wind speed 10, and once again, just like yesterday, it's very, very cloudy out here at Panagoda. So hopefully, just like yesterday, we won't have any rain and the weather will continue to be the same, as the current conditions are very good to see a very good game of running rugby. As I mentioned earlier, Police Sports Club, they will most probably be the favourites coming into this game, as they gathered a lot of steam going into the last few games of last season. They won the Knockouts Championship, and this year they'll be wanting to put up a stern fight to clinch the league title as well. So right now we will go to a commercial break, and we will be back with the live action and the team cards for this encounter between Army Sports Club and Police Sports Club. Stay tuned to Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, the Papare TV.
Kamuda macang, prima kotumi fantamai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm.
Hot and spicy fun vibe with a better karanga. Beat a remake karanga karanga. Have a bit of power I am give me a fashion karanga. Fun karanga kotumi kikki karanga. Prima kotumi fantamai.
Kamuda macang, prima kotumi fantamai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm.
I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
5 accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima kotumi fantamai.
I study not just to change myself, but to make a change.
Everyone's end point is my starting point.
Five accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Kamuda macang, prima kotumi fantamai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm.
I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
5 accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima kotumi fantamai.
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us? We are their plaything. I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here.
Maybe if I had your heart, you would love me the way he loves you.
Hi, Mason. I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you. Just have to keep one step ahead of her.
Two objects cannot occupy the same point in space at the same moment in time. you get into one of my cars, you get in the win.
First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays. Kamu da macang, prima kottumi fanta mai.
Hot and spicy fun vibe with the karanga. Beat the remake karanga tevinna. Hada with the bawala yana give me the fashion karanga. Fun turana kottumi kikki tevinna. Prima kottumi fanta mai.
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Kamu da macang, prima kottumi fanta mai.
Prima kottumi fanta mai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorsey, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Kamu da macang, prima kottumi fanta mai.
Spicy fun vibe with the karanga. Beat the remake karanga tevinna. Hada with the bawala yana give me the fashion karanga. Fun turana kottumi kikki tevinna. Prima kottumi fanta mai.
Kamu da macang, prima kottumi fanta mai.
Welcome back everyone to the Army Rugby grounds here in Panagoda. Yes, we are all set to begin this encounter between Army Sports Club and Police Sports Club. And as I mentioned earlier, we have 2 games today along with this one, Army and Police here at Panagoda, and in Valisara we have Navy Sports Club taking on Havelock Sports Club. So tomorrow we have another encounter, Candy Sports Club taking on the newcomers Tree Lions. So we will definitely have a lot of exciting action. Police Sports Club starting 15, Danushka Surya, Deshan Fernando, Amjad Fawmi, Uday, Sanjula Mohan, Mimar Ratna Surya, Dodangole, Lahil Tilakaratna, Shanuwari Chandra forms the forwards, while the backs are Primesh Danushka, Prince Shamara, Sujan Koituaku, Hiranta Pera, Akash Madhushankar, Ramita Himash, and Shane Hopwood, the replacements. Senio Ratna, Nafil, Madhushankar, Vihanga, Silva, and Piris.
And the forwards and the backs consisting of Army Sports Club for the Mastercard Club Rugby League 24-25. Buddhi Srimanta, Chalika Sandruwan, Muhammad Akram, Nalaka Maduranga, Supun Maduranga, Kavin Pere, Lakshita Kaling and Subodh Samarakon will be consisting the forwards. And the back line will be consisting of Vasant Kumar Singh, Ashan Bandara, Dilshan Jayasundara, Danushka Talwata, Lahir Ratnayaka, Manoj Kumar, Sudarka, Dikkumbura.
A lot of experience there when it comes to Army Sports Club. Police, they do have some newcomers here as well. The match officials for the day, the referee Shankar Bekun and his assistants Kalum Sandurwan and Nipun Amaratunga. As I mentioned earlier, last year these two sides met twice, and Delhi Sports Club walked away with the win in both the games. In the first round fixture, Police won 19 points to 10, and in that second game, as I mentioned earlier, one of the best games of the season, Police Sports Club, they were trailing 37 points to 30 going into the last 5 minutes, and they scored 2 tries in the dying minutes of the game to seal the deal and win it 42 points to 37. So these two teams once again are expected to produce a scintillating encounter here at Panagoda. So let's see how things pan out, because both the sides are very entertaining sides. They love to play that running rugby, and today we will definitely see a lot of that. The likes of Sudaraka Dipkumra, how good was he? Earned that national call-up last year as well. This year, actually it was this year, earlier this year, he earned the national call-up as well during the Rugby Asia Championship, the Division 1 Championship, and he will be hoping to continue that fine form as Navin, the encounter against Malaysia is coming up in April next year. That will be an important fixture. Sri Lanka, they need to win that to qualify for the top tier of Asia Rugby, and the fact that the new rugby qualification pathway actually opens up a slight chance for Sri Lanka. They have more of a chance than what they had in the last few World Cups, as along with Japan, there's an automatic qualifier. Whoever wins the Asia Rugby Championship next year, they will qualify. And other than that, the second place team, they also have an opportunity to qualify for. So Sri Lanka, they can certainly get to that level, in my opinion, to become the number 3 or number 2 in Asia. So it's all about how these players gather steam going into that encounter, and how Sri Lanka perform against Malaysia going into that big Asia Rugby Championship tournament next year. So right now, the team introductions are taking place before this all-important fixture. Both the teams trying to set the tone, because this will be a long tournament. They'll be playing a lot of games. They'll be playing 8 games in the first round, and then they will go back to play in the second round, whether it is in the cup segment or whether it is in the plate segment. So a lot of rugby action coming your way throughout the next few months on Sri Lanka's number 1 sports channel, ThePapare TV.
Army Sports Club here donning new colours, the green and black, and like we mentioned several times, Laksisi, Police have historically been a side to pick up steam as the season goes throughout, and during the past couple of years we've seen them make quite a few inroads deep into the campaign, and they'll be looking to make good on that promise this season as well. So this is the campaign starter for them here in Panagoda, and as they form that team huddle, they'll be looking to make sure to open their account with a resounding win. And as for the home side, Army Sports Club, it's all to play for them to make a statement here on their home turf against these men in blue. And like we talked about, that rugby framework in Sri Lanka and beyond is all important, and the expanded league system has an important part to play in ensuring that the pool of national players available for selection are of the highest possible standard, in order to make sure that Sri Lanka has a fighting chance in the context of the Asian Rugby Championship and beyond, possibly even the World Cup. But that's all in the future, and it's speculative, but right here, right now, it's back to the action between Police and Army, seconds away from kickoff. Here we go.
Prince Chamara all set to kick things off here for Police Sports Club. Prince Chamara, Hirantha Pereira, Akash Madhushankar, those three, they will pose a huge threat for Army. Just like Sudaraka Dipkumra, Ashan Bandara, who will definitely be a huge headache for Police in this encounter. If I'm not wrong, Sudaraka Dipkumra scored a hat-trick of tries in that game that I mentioned, the game that ended 42 points to 37. And Sujan Koditwaku for Police, he also scored a hat-trick of tries in that game. So Sujan Koditwaku, that's another name that we need to mention. He performed really well last season, and he'll be looking forward to repeat the same this season. The players are waiting for the official whistle by the referee Shankar Bekun. He's making sure everything is okay before he blows the whistle to begin the proceedings in this Mastercard Interclub A Division Rugby League 2024-2025. So there seems to be a small held up here at Panagoda, as some of the crowd, they're actually inside the playing area. So the referee is making sure that they have been removed before we begin the encounter.
Yep, definitely. Stringent standards have certainly been on the uptick as the years have passed by on all levels of the Sri Lankan rugby scene, and club rugby is no different. So not too surprising that there's a small hold up in play to make sure that the game is in tip-top shape. But here's the number 10 with the kickoff.
Prince Chamara, the good high-hanging kick, and straight away Police. They did manage to collect it, but the referee seems to have spotted something. Thought that was a tackle in there. He's having a word with his assistant.
Number 4.
The number 4 for Army won there, just a penalty. That was Nalaka Maduranga.
Yeah, quite aggressive show of intent there from Army Sports Club early on.
He kicks it into touch. Didn't gain much of a distance, Prince Chamara. Probably would have wanted to take his team deep towards that Army half, but they are inside the 22-meter area. Now the first line out of the game, Charlika Sandaruwan to throw in. Well collected by Nalaka Maduranga. In fact, it was Udaya Sanjula. Beg your pardon, that was Udaya Sanjula with that collection. Now Army, they need to hold on here, otherwise Police, they will get a score inside the first 3 minutes of the game. Here's Hiranta Pereira making early inroads here. Police went straight into the hit, gives the ball out. Now the forwards joining in with the line. Some good work here. They shift their attention to the other side. Earlier they wanted to go from left to right, but decided to switch it from right to left all of a sudden. Doing some great work. Primesh Danushka, the halfback for Army, for Police rather. Now Police gaining a lot of steam, gaining a lot of meters here, using the forwards just few meters short now from scoring that first try. Almost there now. Primesh decides to go out wide, gives the long cutout pass, Hiranta Pereira. But the Army defense, they do hold on strong. They don't give it away. Police, they have been pushed back a little bit. They tried to go out wide and have been pushed back after that because they didn't gain the meters they were looking for by that move. And Army, great work from them. You can see how pumped up they are. That first real aggressive move set from Police prevented by Army. Good defensive work.
Most definitely they've been under the pump here, Army, but they've done well to prevent that advance from Police SC. They showed a bit of composure for a minute or two there, but eventually Army got the upper hand and it's a scrum. And this was the first show of aggression from Army. But first scrum down of the game.
Yeah, Vasantha Kumarasinghe will also to feed the ball in for Army. Now Army, I'm quite sure they remember that last game really well. They were leading by 7 points and just had to defend for 2 minutes or 2-3 minutes to get the win in that encounter, but they were unable to do that. Here's Ashan Bandara, goes for the clearance kick. Well collected there, goes for the little kick and chase. The fullback Shane Hopwood for Police, and doesn't go the way he planned. Hopwood Army, they get the ball back. They have managed to get the possession here. Yes, Kumar Singh gives the ball out to Srimanta to Sudaraka Dikumura, and that's a forward pass. Sudaraka Dikumura going for that lobbed up pass, but getting it slightly wrong. Now they have given the ball back inside their own half here. Here's the replay. Sudaraka Dikumura.
There was a really good thinking on the fly by Sujan Kodituakku, the number 14 for Police. Good defensive IQ on the fly, and right now they have the second extended passage of possession. Police, can they make good on this and get first points on the board here?
Now Primesh Danushka all set to feed the ball in. Primesh Danushka had a decent season for Police in both the tournaments last year, during the league, during the knockouts tournament. Yes, Primesh to take it out from the scrum. Here's Hirantha Pereira. Hirantha gives it out to Prince Chamara. Prince Chamara to Hopwood. Hopwood gives it out to Himashu Ramita. But once again, the Army defensive line holding on strong. No cracks there for Police to find. Danushka, and almost a fumble there from the big forward, the number 3, Danushka Edrisuriya. Yes, Chamar to Madhushanka. Akash Madhushanka, certainly a man to watch out for. Here's Hirantha Pereira, sells a little dummy. Lovely inside step, gives the ball out. Getting some very good meters here, Police. Sujan Kodituakku there. Now they need to make sure that they work the ball quickly. Here's Tilakaratna, or Surya Dorangole rather, who has turned up for Police this year. Lovely pass from Prince Chamara, back of the hand pass to Hirantha Pereira. Now Danushka gives it out to his number 1, Edrisuriya.
Really gorgeous set pieces here from Police. Can they make good on this? Sells that goose step, offloads it down to the number 12, makes an inroad there.
Hirantha Pereira almost goes all the way. A little peek and go from the big forward. Almost got isolated there. Yeah, exactly what I thought. So Ishan Gabekon thinks that it's going to be an advantage in favor of Army. So Army once again preventing Police from going over the line. It looked really good for Police, but unfortunately not good enough to get those first points off the game.
Yep, definitely Laxisi. And what we can see here, just 7 minutes into the game, is that number 12 just getting isolated there. And this has been a really good locking of horns between the dynamic play that Police Sports Club has shown and Army's solid defensive work.
So Ramita Himas not that happy with that call from the linesman. He thought that it was perfectly fine. He jumped up in there and managed to put the ball back inside the playing area, but it was not good enough for the linesman, so it will be a line out in favor of Army. As you mentioned, so far it has been a battle between Army's defense, and this time he manages to find that break. I believe that's Shanaka. Here's Kumar Singh with a wayward pass there, not what they wanted, but line offside advantage to Army. Now for the first time in this game, Army with an opportunity to attack inside Police Sports Club half. Now, I was just telling all of you that so far it has been a battle between Army's defensive effort and the aggression of Police, but right now Army slowly gaining steam in this game. That was a lovely move, lovely wraparound pass, and it was in fact Uday Sanjula who managed to find that break in the Police defense.
from off there, going for a side adventure of his own.
And looks like he's calling on for the tee, and they're going for the 3 points here. Ashan Bandara.
Yeah, this is good thinking here from Army. If they can get first blood here, that will serve a boon for them. So far it's been a very, very tight affair from both ends. But something that Army need to be very careful about is not being too cavalier with the chances that are available to them. So far, very conservative, opting to go for those 3 points.
Ashan Bandara, one of the highest point scorers of last season, trying to begin his tally, but no, doesn't have enough legs. Shane Hopwood with the collection and goes for the kick straight away. And a little fumble there while trying to collect it from Dilshan Jayasundara. Now Dilshan awaits the first tackler, awaits the second one as well, but the third tackler manages to put him down. Kumar Singh. Oh, that's a lovely break once again. Now this is good from Ami Sudaraka Kumura. Ami, they have gained a lot of good meters in the last few phases, and the big forward once again manages to find the break. Police, they're unable to find that tackle, that all-important tackle in the first go. That has been the issue. Ashan Bandara with a good long pass to his number 14. This is Manoj Kumar. Army getting closer and closer towards that whitewash. They'll be able to score that first try. Police, they need to be careful here. Army, they have found some cracks in their defense. The number 8, Samarakon. Great piece of work from the forward, but unfortunately holding on, says the referee. You need to make sure that you release the ball after you get tackled. That was a lovely break from the number 11. That was Dilshan Jayasundara for Army.
After that initial fumble, Laksisi, it was all Army, and there goes that first break, going for that offload for the winger, and they made some really good yards once they found possession, and they exploited the Police defense really well. Police as a defensive unit have not looked too great.
Exactly. The defensive effort is lacking at the moment, and they'll be happy that they didn't concede a try there.
Definitely, and composure is the name of the game for both sides. Here we've seen both sides making inroads into that whitewash from both ends, but they've lost that composure and nerve at the dying moments of the advance. But that's kicked into touch, but not quite.
They're probably trying to do a bit too much there. Prince Jamar, now an opportunity. Here's Army once again on the attack. The number 12, Danushka Talwat. Can Army produce something special here to get that first score? Now Ashan Bandara was not quite sure what he wanted to do there. He had that number 8 very close to him. Now here's Sudaraka Dikkumura. Dikkumura decides to go for the kick and chase. He tackled that collector right on time. The referee was all okay with that. Now Danushka, in fact it was Hopwood acting as the halfback here. Surya Dodangoda gives the ball out to his number 6, Kavin Pereira. Yes, Hopwood gives the ball out to his number 4, Vimalaratna.
A very tame display there from Police. Somehow the fire's gone out from under them. Just taking a bit too much time to consider the moveset in front of them. And they pay the price for that dearly. A fumble from one of the forwards, and they lose possession in their own backyard. Slowly losing composure here. This is not something that they can afford this early in the game.
We're 13 minutes into this game, and both the teams are yet to find that first scoring opportunity. Now that says a lot from Army Sports Club point of view. They have been very good in their defensive effort. For Police, the attacking has been on a good level, but unfortunately both the teams, when they got the chance, have not been able to finish things off. Army, without trying to get deeper into Police's half, they tried to get the 3 points, but Ashan Bandara unfortunately didn't have enough meters on him to add those 3 points. Now fields the ball in. Kumar Singha, here's the number 8, takes it out, tries to gain some good meters for his team. That was Harish Chandra. Kumar Singha again sells a show and go there. Ami trying to be a bit enterprising here. Kumarasinghe gives it to Nalaka Maduranga. Nalaka Maduranga to Ediri Surya. They're trying to find their options. Yashan Bandara tries to find space but gets tackled by 2 men. It's Kumarasinghe again. Where will he go? Will he go towards Harish Chandra? Yes, he does. And Harish Chandra thought about giving it out to Ediri Surya but decided to take the hit anyway. Now here they are working the ball out wide. As the number 7 joining the line for Army. That's Lahiru Tilakaratne. Gives the pass out, but again a forward pass.
Just not what Army would have wanted in that moment. They picked that gap perfectly here, using that back line to perfect effect. The number 7 steps back inside, creating that pocket of space on the outside for the winger. And would have been successful possibly, but that's a forward pass collected in vain by
Dilshan Jayasundara.
Yes,
the pass was from Lakshita Kalinga. Again, some valuable meters for his team.
And police on their end have been a bit lax.
Feeds the ball in Primesh Danushka. Primesh to Chamara. Chamara to Hiranta Pereira. Hiranta Pereira to Akash Madhushankar. Akash gives it out to Ramita. Ramita, can he evade that tackler? No, unable to do so. That was not a good pass from him. Now after giving that pass, he has actually given the ball back to Ami. Now Ami trying to find space. Supun Madhuranga. He manages to find some space in that police defense. They have managed to do that quite a lot of times in the first few minutes of this game. Once again, that first tackler unable to get that tackle right. That has been an issue for police, and a bit of vaj between the two sides. You can feel the tension here between the two sides. Both the sides trying really hard, Arvin, but unable to convert those efforts into points.
Yeah, Laxis, I think you picked up on something really important. The defensive work and the reactivity that Police Sports Club have shown here. That first defender has been very easy for Army to break through, and they've been able to make quite some yards because of that on several accounts, not just this one. And it takes a few minutes for police to get their act together defensively. And time will tell if they end up in fights.
So clear instructions by the referee Shankar Bekon towards Akash Madhushankar. He asked Akash to make sure that he maintains his discipline here, because a lot of errors have been coming from Police Sports Club. So next time it won't be just a warning, it will be a card. So with the points being this way, I don't think both of the teams would want to play with the numbers disadvantage. So still both the sides trying to find the first points of the game, of the season rather, for both the sides. Now just like the previous season, these two sides, it's so hard to separate them. Very well collected, but Surya Dodangura unfortunately unable to keep the control with him, and he has lost the ball forward in the process. And Army, they have a very good chance here now. The forwards trying to go for those hard hits and gain some meters for the team. And maybe, just maybe, when they try to work the ball out wide, they will have some advantage in the process. Yeah, once again a pick and go from the forward. The forwards are trying to gain as much distance as possible for the team. The line of Army. They are on high alert. They know it will come to them at any moment, and just like that it comes out. But that was Danushka Talwat unable to find a space. Now they decide to go from Ashan Bandara to Talwat, and here's Army once again, but he gets the ball out from the Army player. Akash Madhushankar trying to find space, gives the offload out to Prince Chamara. Prince Chamara with the kick. Now it's going to be a foot race. Can he find touch? Yes, he can. It will be a 50-22. What a kick from Prince Chamara.
Yeah, just about the most positive outcome of events that police could have hoped for in that situation. They were stuck in a line out in their own backyard. Very dangerous territory for police to be in, and something we have noticed time and time again is the lack of reaction time shown by police. They've been very good at creating those pockets of isolation to trap those forward players, but in terms of creating a solid back wall to stop the Army advance, they've not been as successful. So this has been a godsend for them. And Police Sports Club collected very well, and they go for the rolling maul, and collapses after making a few meters. The forwards playing a game of pick and go, and that will be try number 1, and that's scored by the number 2.
Deshan Fernando scored in the first try, the Combank try, the first Combank try for Police Sports Club. Exactly what they needed, and that 50-22 from Prince Chamara doing wonders for the team. Here's the confirmation. Deshan Fernando scoring that Combank try, and finally we have some points on the board in this encounter.
Both sides have taken their sweet time to open their account and draw first blood, but never mind that now. Here's Bandara with the boot.
Now Prince Chamara, unfortunately, unable to get it right. Here's the replay from that line out. It was a good rolling maul from Police Sports Club. Well collected by Surya Dodangoda. And then Deshan Fernando with a lovely pick and go, and with a little burst. All he needed was a little burst there, and he managed to find that to get the first points on the board. Police Sports Club 5, Army. They're trailing in this game at the moment. 20 minutes have gone in this fixture, this Day 2 fixture of the Mastercard Inter-Club A Division Rugby League 2024-2025.
Police showed immense composure, but it's Army's turn to respond.
Akash with the collection. Hiranta Pereira goes for the kick. Sudaraka Dikkumbura, bit of footwork shown there to make the collection. Lovely work from Sudaraka Dikkumbura, but unable to go further after that little hit. There's Ashan Bandara, the forwards joining the line. The number 2, Chalika Sandaruan. There's Kumara Singh again, gives it out to Nalaka Madhuranga. Nalaka Madhuranga, one of their best players from last season. Now they have come towards the left corner of the field now, shifting their attention to the right side, and the referee decides to blow the whistle as there seems to be an injury worry for one of the Army Sports Club players. In fact, I think it's one from Army and one from Police. Probably a collision between the two players. We'll have to see whether we can find a replay of that. Surya Dodangoda seems to be one of the players, but he's all fine now. He's back up. It'll be interesting to see who the player from Army Sports Club is.
I think he just got trampled underneath. I think that was the number 2. Just staying down. Very good on the referee to have a stern word with both sides about not making things unnecessarily physical.
So it's going to be a scrum for Army Sports Club. Kumar Singh with the ball, all set to feed it in. So there's a strong wind at the moment here at Panagoda, blowing from right to left of your screens. So here's Harish Chandra to Kumar Singh, and unfortunately it's a knock forward by Maduranga, I believe, Supun Maduranga.
Yeah, police have looked a much better outfit defensively, just advancing almost immediately. The number 8 picking up and passing on to that halfback, but goes down almost immediately. That reaction time that we have been speaking about has been fixed from the police camp. This is good stuff here, and possession is back with them. Good opportunity to make some clearances here.
Primesh with the ball in hand, feeds it in. There's Dodangoda gives it out to Danushka to Hirantapera with a kick, and Ramita Himash, in fact it was Sujan Kodituakku with the chase. Now here's Sudaraka Dikkumura, gives a long pass out. He fumbled the ball, but luckily he lost it backwards. Ashan Bandar, the clearance kick, bounces back towards the player from Army. Now he has managed to collect it. Can he find the gas needed? In fact, it's going to be an advantage in favor of Army as well. Let's see the replay. Good bounce for Army Sports Club, not so good for Police. Exactly what they needed. Army Sports Club, I think that was Lairu Ratnayaka with the collection. Again, some very good meters there. Tried to evade Hirantapera, but Hirantapera going straight towards the knees.
But this was a good effort by Ratnayaka, trying to put the afterburners on and get as much yards as he can. But it's 10 yards back for Twelly Sports Club. Ratnayaka will be going for that touch finder, but not quite. That's a poor attempt, and it's an aerial game of back and forth collected by the scrum half. Here he goes, passing it onto Ratnayaka, onto the fullback, tries to go for that goose step, but gets isolated by a very strong defense here, not going down just yet.
Now Army trying to find some steam here. They know they need to get some points on the board. Some good quick work from them here, working the line. Now the number 14 unfortunately loses the ball forward, Manoj Kumara.
Yeah, Police most definitely on the back foot here, but they're doing one thing right, and that is defense. Just very snap judgments made, and yeah, number 14, there was the winger Kumara fumbling the ball. Very impregnable back wall this is turning out to be.
Now we talked about how Police Sports Club, they have been not that good when it comes to the defending aspect in the first 10 minutes, but they have managed to find their mojo when it comes to the defending part. And most of the time in rugby we see how one little incident can change the game completely, and that's exactly what happened with that 50-22. I think even Prince Chamara didn't expect it to go that further and to get the 50-22, but those are little things that you need to go your way for a game that was 0-all, for them to get that lead in the game for the first time. So that little moment going towards them, going their way, And now Army again missing out on a scoring opportunity the second time. Now here's Shane Hopwood. Shane Hopwood gives it out to Ramita Himash. Ramita Himash trying to find space but gets tackled. Great defending, and that was good from Army. The defending work coming in brilliantly for them. He placed himself brilliantly over the ball carrier and managed to get the penalty for his team. Not quite sure what their option is going to be, whether they will go for the points or whether they will they're going for the territory gainer. They're trying to go deep into Police Sports Club half, but once again not sure whether he gained the absolute best he could. Ashan Bandara certainly not having the best of days when it comes to his kicking.
Yeah, most definitely that would have been a wasted opportunity, but you have to keep in mind that there is a heavy crosswind coming in from the whitewash end, and it's easy to pontificate from the commentators' end, but you have to keep in mind that they're fighting the wind as well. And a heavy wind it's turning out to be.
It's very, very dark here at Panagoda at the moment. So hopefully rains will stay away from here. Good collection from the line out. Now Army, a fumble there, but they have the advantage. Kumara Singha gives it out to Ashan Bandar. Ashan Bandar trying to find space. Now from right to left they go. The forward, he manages to gain some good meters for his team. A good pick can go. Now the forwards turning the heat on for Army. Police defense, can they prevent Army from going over here? The advantage is with them.
The defensive back line near the blindside winger is looking mighty vulnerable. Army would do well to remember that. Here they go, exploiting that. Goose steps it. Can the number 10 make a few yards? Not quite yet, but it's back to the point of initial advantage. Called on by the referee. Number 12 goes for it.
Again advantage, again a dangerous tackle from Police Sports Club. Now Army just few meters short from that first try of this game. The forwards trying to gain the remaining few meters. Gives a little pass out. The advantage still with Army. Can he touch down? No, still short. Still short. Army trying to gain the remaining meters. Here's Ashan Bandara. Ashan Bandara goes over for the first commercial bank try of the game for Army. As the home crowd, they go up in jubilation. Exactly what they needed and exactly what this game needed, as Ashan Bandara scored that first commercial bank try of the game, and seems to be a card coming towards Police as well to make matters worse for them.
So after the sin bin for one of the players. Just a few droplets of rain coming in from the far side of the ground. But it's back to the conversion attempt.
So Danushka Thalwat also misses out. They decided to switch things up and still unable to get that conversion right. So it's 5-all.
But what an exciting first half that this is turning out to be. In the opening 10 minutes of the game, just a stroke of fortune was utilized to full effect by Police, with that grubber going on into that rolling maul. And here it was off the back of some really good offensive efforts that Army decided to respond in kind. Here was Shan Bandara going for it, picking that gap beautifully. And the scrum half was very decisive in ensuring that those 5 points were held on to. Now it's 5-all, and it's all to play for both the sides.
Time on.
Thunderclouds rolling in, and it's still 28 minutes on our clock.
Here's the restart kick from Prince Chamara. It's 5-all here at Panagoda. Well collected by Sudaraka Dikkumura. Goes for the kick. And the referee has blown the whistle.
Hey, number 4. Penalty only.
So now we can see why the yellow card was given. Yeah, I can clearly see. You can't tackle like that. You can't tackle the ball carrier like that. That's exactly why he was shown the yellow card.
Yeah, referee just having a word with one of the players. Number 7 just advancing a little too much for his liking. Again, touch finder makes a lot of yardage on that one. First of the successful attempts with the boot.
So they're back inside the 22-meter line of police. Now Army with a chance to hit back-to-back here. As Charlika Sandaruan. Well collected by Nalaka Maduranga. Gives it out to Kumarasinghe. Kumarasinghe to Ashan Bandara. Ashan Bandara gives it out to his number 6, Kavin Pereira. Kumarasinghe again decide to go from left to right. Army trying to find that right option. Trying to go from the shorter side. That was a good push from Army. The forwards doing their job brilliantly here. The number 5, Supun Maduranga. Yes, Ashan Bandara. Ashan Bandara tries to sell a dummy. But he does manage to gain some good meters. But unfortunately, they have lost the ball. They have given the advantage to police.
Goes for the touch finder. Good call by police. But doesn't make a lot of yards. But they're out of trouble for the time being. With less than 5 minutes to go for the clock on the first half. Yeah, just the commissioner having a word with the referee. Trouble with the spectators as per the commissioner. Having a word with the two captains.
Right, match ball. Make a match ball. Okay. Wait.
Right, and that's that. Just a small hiccup regarding the match ball. But we're collected by Police Sports Club, and it's a rolling maul in their own backyard. Very interesting call defensively, but they're making some head ground down towards that halfway yard mark. Very good stuff here, and it's an up and under by Police Sports Club.
That's out on the full. Not what they needed. Primesh Danushka.
Yeah, good thinking under the pump by Police Sports Club.
So Army once again back inside Police Sports Club half here. Nothing to separate the two sides at the moment. Even yesterday we had a similar first half. It was 8-all. But it was in the second half that Air Force ran away with the game. Goes for that long throw. Well collected by the number 7, Lakshita Kalinga. Now trying to find that space, trying to find that break. Army as Kumarasinghe gives a long pass out. Not a good pass there from Kumarasinghe, but they managed to recover. Nalaka Maduranga. And the linesman reckons one of his arms actually went into touch.
Yeah, very good defensive work by police just to isolate those players on the wing. Line out in Police's own backyard. Again, well collected and rolling more for the second time running here. Just get a bit of clearance on them. Halfback calling for those backers to get set and get ready in formation. Not sure what they have in mind here. And they fumble the ball here. Costly mistake from number 9. Primesh Danushka.
So Police Sports Club, after that try from Army, they are looking vulnerable here. All that positiveness that we saw from the team, it has actually been blown away. That try from Army have completely shifted things. The pendulum is swinging back towards Army here at Panagoda, and to go with that, they have the home crowd support as well. So things going Army's way, but for Police, the good thing is that the points, it's still the same. So there's still room for them to come back into this game as still the first half. So there's still time for them to make sure that they do the wrongs right. Let's see whether they can do that. Kumarasinghe to feed the ball in. Army, can they put further pressure on Police? Kumarasinghe gives it out to Bandara. Bandara gives it out to his number 12, Talwatta. Sudaraka Dikkumura gives it to his number 14, Manoj Kumara. Manoj Kumara, once again, a very talismanic player from last season for them. Here's Harishchandra. Rather, it was Samarakon. Now, Army gaining some good inroads, getting close to that 22-meter line. Kumarasinghe gives it to his number 7, Lakshita Kalinga. Army from right to left. Now they try to go. Bandara gives it to his number 3, Akram. Kumarasinghe, they will persist going towards that left-hand side of the field. And the referee will go back to the early advantage they got.
And here again, Laksisi, we can see the earlier cracks that showed up in Police's armor reappearing. That defensive composure just found wanting here as the clock runs down.
Yeah, from the look of things, Arvind, it looks like Police are actually reacting. Oh yeah, they're actually playing on the momentum aspect. They didn't have the momentum earlier, so we saw those cracks. But when they scored that try, they looked really, really good. But after Army once again got back into this game with the try, once again those cracks are starting to show up. So it's quite evident that Police are actually playing how the momentum is favoring them, and at the moment the momentum is not with them, and the mistakes are starting to creep up.
Yep, most definitely couldn't have put it better myself. But again, I think Army are doing the right thing here by opting for the boot and looking for those 3 points.
And from the right side of your screens, we have a huge dark cloud coming towards the ground, and things are looking very ominous from the weather aspect towards this game. Here's Ashan Bandara. Ashan Bandara this time gets it right to give his team the lead. So Army, they take the lead for the first time in this Mastercard Inter-Club A Division Rugby League encounter. 8 points to 5.
Yeah, what a change in proceedings for Army Sports Club. Earlier in the opening minutes of the game, they were very much under the pump, but here they've shown that they have the composure. That was a very level-headed, stable effort by Bandara, the number 10 from Army. Just around the 1 minute to go. And fly out. Number 15 fumbles the ball. Could prove to be costly here. It's way deep in their territory. But time is on their side here. 50 seconds to go.
Will Army manage to hold on, or will Police get some points on the board before we go into lemons? That's a big question here. Army, they'll most certainly want to go into half-time with that points advantage, but Police, they know how important going into that half-time break is.
And like you said, Laksasi, Police have been shown to play with the momentum. So currently the pump is under them.
Here's Prince Chamara to Akash Madhushanka, Akash to Hiranta Pereira. Hiranta Pereira loses the ball, and Army, they managed to recover that loose ball. Sudaraka Dikkumura not gaining meters, he was actually running towards that right hand side of the field. Ashan Bandara kicks it out, and that will be half time. So Army, they managed to stop that little onslaught in the last few minutes of the first half, and they will go into half time with the lead.
And what a matchup this has been during those opening 40 minutes. Opening salvo from Police, only for Army to respond in sound. 8-5 in favor of Army is the scorecard. And the men in green will walk back into the changing rooms, the happier side. They have shown composure both defensively and offensively, and they've successfully exploited the gaps and the defensive vulnerabilities that Police have shown. And for their side, the Blues have been shown to be quite temperamental actually. They played really well when the momentum was with them. But at halftime, as the Thunderclouds roll in at Panagoda, 8-5, the scoreboard reads Army Sports Club leading with a slim 3-point lead.
So right now we will head into a commercial break, and after that we will be back with this Mastercard Interclub Edition Rugby League encounter between Police Sports Club and Army Sports Club here at Panagoda. Stay tuned to Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, the Papare TV.
Kamuda Machang, prima kottumi, fantamai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
5 account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima kottumi, fantamai.
I study not just to change myself, but to make a change.
Everyone's endpoint is my starting point.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi fantamai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima kotumi fantamai.
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us? We are their plaything.
I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here. Maybe if I had your heart, you would love me the way he loves you.
Hi, Mason. I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you. You just have to keep one step ahead of her.
Two objects cannot occupy the same point in space at the same moment in time. If you get into one of my cars, you get in the wing.
First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays. Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi fantamai.
Hot and spicy fun vibe, Rugby Marakaranga. Beat the remake, Karanga, the winner. Have a little power, I am now give me a fashion Karanga. Fun, Turana, Kotumi, Kiki, the winner. Prima kotumi fantamai.
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi fantamai.
Prima kotumi fantamai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi fantamai.
Hot and spicy fun vibe, Rugby Marakaranga. Beat the remake, Karanga, the winner. Have a little power, I am now give me a fashion Karanga. Fun, Turana, Kotumi, Kiki, the winner. Prima kotumi fantamai.
Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi fantamai.
Hot and spicy fun vibe, Rugby Marakaranga. Beat the remake, Karanga, the winner. Have a little power, I am now give me a fashion Karanga. Fun, Turana, Kotumi, Kiki, the winner. Prima kotumi fantamai.
Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi fantamai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
5 account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima Kutumi, Fantamai.
I study not just to change myself, but to make a change.
Everyone's end point is my starting point.
Five account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi fantamai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm.
I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
5 account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima Kutumi, Fantamai.
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us? We are their plaything. I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here.
Maybe if I had your heart, he would love me the way he loves you.
Hi, Mason. I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you. You just have to keep one step ahead of her.
Two objects cannot occupy the same point in space at the same moment in time. If you get into one of my cars, you get in the wing.
First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays. Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi fantamai.
Hot and spicy fun by Rugby Marakaranda. Beat the remake Karanda Vinda. Have a look at Bawala, give me a fashion Karanda. Fun, Turana, Kotumi, Kiki Karanda. Prima Kotumi, Fantamai.
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi fantamai.
Prima Kutumi, Fantamai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi fantamai.
Hot and spicy fun by Rugby Marakaranda. Beat the remake Karanda Vinda. Have a look at Bawala, give me a fashion Karanda. Fun, Turana, Kotumi, Kiki Karanda. Prima Kotumi, Fantamai.
Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi fantamai.
Hot and spicy fun by Rugby Marakaranda. Beat the remake Karanda Vinda. Have a look at Bawala, give me a fashion Karanda. Fun, Turana, Kotumi, Kiki Karanda. Prima Kotumi, Fantamai.
Kamuda Machang, prima kottumi fanta mai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm.
I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima kottumi fanta mai.
I study not just to change myself, but to make a change.
Everyone's end point is my starting point.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Kamuda Machang, prima kottumi fanta mai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm.
I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima kottumi fanta mai.
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us? We are their plaything. I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here.
Maybe if I had your heart, he would love me the way he loves you.
Hi, Misha. I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you. You just have to keep one.
So welcome back everyone, Sri Lanka Someone Special, the Papare TV, the second half of this Mastercard Interclub Edition Rugby League encounter between Army Sports Club and Police Sports Club here at Panagoda. Army with the lead 8 points to 5. We had a slight delay because of the weather situation. As you can see, it's very muddy right now. It's not the same venue that we played the first half in because we had a lot of rain in that break between the two halves. Here are the highlights from that first half. Police scored in that first try through that rolling maul. It was Deshan Fernand who scored that first try for them. And then
indeed, after that it was all Police for quite a few seconds, but then Bandara broke in with the first 5 points for Army, and then at the dying seconds of the first half in came the penalty with 3 points for Army. Just the commissioner as well as some of the match officials having a word with each other. Not quite sure what the exact verdict is, but Police Sports Club has shown a slight hesitancy in putting the folders out into the field.
So there seems to be a further delay. It's thundering along with the rain here at Panagoda, and the players, they're actually not keen to take the field because of the situation, because of the player safety aspect of the game. So I think we will have to see if this plays out okay and the thundering situation gets sorted. So the match commissioner right now is she's having a word with the two managers and the match referee on what the verdict is going to be. I think according to rule books, if it's lightning and thundering at the venue, I think the two teams, they have to wait out for 20 minutes and then they have to take the decision. The referee will take the decision along with the match commissioner. So let's see what the verdict is. We will let you know as soon as we get the official word.
Until then, for the players out on the field, it's business as usual and they'll be taking a small respite.
So we will once again go to a commercial break and we will be back when we have an official word.
Prima kottumi fanta mai.
Hot and spicy fun by Rugby Karanga. We take a remake Karanga Karanga. Hada wada bawala yana get mera fashion Karanga. Fun Karanga kottumi kikki Karanga. Prima kottumi fanta mai.
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Kamuda Machang, prima kottumi fanta mai.
Prima kottumi fanta mai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Kamuda Machang, prima kottumi fanta mai.
Hot and spicy fun by Rugby Karanga. We take a remake Karanga Karanga. Hada wada bawala yana get mera fashion Karanga. Fun Karanga kottumi kikki Karanga. Prima kottumi fanta mai.
Kamuda Machang, prima kottumi fanta mai.
Hot and spicy fun by Rugby Karanga. We take a remake Karanga Karanga. Hada wada bawala yana get mera fashion Karanga. Fun Karanga kottumi kikki Karanga. Prima kottumi fanta mai.
Kamuda Machang, prima kottumi fanta mai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm.
I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima Kutumi, Fantamai.
I study not just to change myself, but to make a change.
Everyone's end point is my starting point.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Kamuda Machang, prima kottumi fantamai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm.
I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima Kutumi, Fantamai.
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us? We are their plaything. I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here.
Maybe if I had your heart, you would love me the way he loves you.
Hi, Mason. I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you. Just have to keep one step ahead of her.
Two objects cannot occupy the same point in space at the same moment in time. If you get into one of my cars, you get in the wing.
First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays. Kamuda Machang, prima kottumi fantamai.
Hot and spicy fun vibe, Rugby Karanda. Beat the remake Karanda Karanda. Hada with the vowel I am give me a fashion Karanda. Fun Turana Kotumi Kiki Karanda. Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Kamuda Machang, prima kottumi fantamai.
Prima Kutumi Fantamai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Kamuda Machang, prima kottumi fantamai.
Hot and spicy fun vibe, Rugby Karanda. Beat the remake Karanda Karanda. Hada with the vowel I am give me a fashion Karanda. Fun Turana Kotumi Kiki Karanda. Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
Kamuda Machang, prima kottumi fantamai.
Hot and spicy fun vibe, Rugby Karanda. Beat the remake Karanda Karanda. Hada with the vowel I am give me a fashion Karanda. Fun Turana Kotumi Kiki Karanda. Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
Kamuda macang, prima kottumi, fanta mai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm.
I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
5 accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima kottumi, fanta mai.
I study not just to change myself, but to make a change.
Everyone's end point is my starting point.
Five accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Kamuda macang, prima kottumi, fanta mai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm.
I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
5 accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima kottumi, fanta mai.
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us? We are their plaything. I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here.
Maybe if I had your heart, you would love me the way he loves you.
Hi, Mason. I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you. Just have to keep one step ahead of her.
Two objects cannot occupy the same point in space at the same moment in time. If you get into one of my cars, you get in the wing.
First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays.
Kamuda macang, prima kottumi, fanta mai.
Hot and spicy fun vibe, Rugby berkeranda. We take a remake, keranda terenda. Hada bawal ayana, give me a fashion keranda. Fun, keranda, kottumi kiki keranda. Prima kottumi, fanta mai.
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Kamuda macang, prima kottumi, fanta mai.
Prima kottumi, fanta mai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Kamuda macang, prima kottumi, fanta mai.
Hot and spicy fun vibe, Rugby berkeranda. We take a remake, keranda terenda. Hada bawal ayana, give me a fashion keranda. Fun, keranda, kottumi kiki keranda. Prima kottumi, fanta mai.
Kamuda macang, prima kottumi, fanta mai.
Hot and spicy fun vibe, Rugby berkeranda. me, fun tamai.
Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi, fanta mai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm.
I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima kotumi, fun tamai.
I study not just to change myself, but to make a change.
Everyone's end point is my starting point.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi, fanta mai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm.
I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima kotumi, fun tamai.
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us? We are their plaything. I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here.
Maybe if I had your heart, you would love me the way he loves you.
Hi, Mason. I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you. You just have to keep one step ahead of her.
Two objects cannot occupy the same point in space at the same moment in time. If you get into one of my cars, you get in the win.
First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays.
Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi, fanta mai.
Hot and spicy fun vibe with the Panagoda. We take a remake, karanga tavinna. Have a little vowel I am give me a fashion karanga. Fun turana kotumi chiki korena. Prima kotumi, fun tamai.
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi, fanta mai.
Prima kotumi, fun tamai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi, fanta mai.
Hot and spicy fun vibe with the Panagoda. We take a remake, karanga tavinna. Have a little vowel I am give me a fashion karanga. Fun turana kotumi Cotto mi, fanta mai.
Kamuda Machang, prima cotto mi, fanta mai.
Hot and spicy, fun vibe, make a be better karanga. Beat take a remake, karanga, the winner. Hada wada bawala yana, give me a fashion karanga. Fun, karanga, cotto mi, kiki kolena. Prima cotto mi, fanta mai.
Kamuda Machang, prima cotto mi, fanta mai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm.
I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima cotto mi, fanta mai.
I study not just to change myself, but to make a change.
Everyone's endpoint is my starting point.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Kamuda Machang, prima cotto mi, fanta mai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm.
I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima cotto mi, fanta mai.
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us? We are their plaything. I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here.
Maybe if I had your heart, you would love me the way he loves you.
Hi, Mason. I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you. You just have to keep one step ahead of her.
Two objects cannot occupy the same point in space at the same moment in time. If you get into one of my cars, you get in the wing.
First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays.
Kamuda Machang, prima cotto mi, fanta mai.
Hot and spicy, fun vibe, make a be better karanga. Beat take a remake, karanga, the winner. Hada wada bawala yana, give me a fashion karanga. Fun, karanga, cotto mi, kiki kolena. Prima cotto mi, fanta mai.
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Kamuda Machang, prima cotto mi, fanta mai.
Prima cotto mi, fanta mai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Kamuda Machang, prima cotto mi, fanta mai.
and spicy fun vibe Rugby marakaranga beat එක remake කරන්න නැතවෙන්න හදවත බාවලා යන්න give me refreshing කරන්න fun තුරන්න කොතුමි කික්කි කොල්ලන්න prima කොතුමි fun තමයි
Kamuda machang, prima kottumi, fun tamai.
Hot and spicy fun vibe Rugby marakaranga beat එක remake කරන්න නැතවෙන්න හදවත බාවලා යන්න give me refreshing කරන්න fun තුරන්න කොතුමි කික්කි කොල්ලන්න prima කොතුමි fun තමයි
Kamuda machang, prima kottumi, fun tamai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm.
I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima kottumi, fun tamai.
I study not just to change myself, but to make a change.
Everyone's end point is my starting point.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Kamuda machang, prima kottumi, fun tamai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm.
I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima kottumi, fun tamai.
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us? We are their plaything. I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here.
Maybe if I had your heart, you would love me the way he loves you.
Hi, Mason. I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you. Just have to keep one step ahead of her.
Two objects cannot occupy the same point in space at the same moment in time. If you get into one of my cars, you get in the wing.
First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays.
Kamuda machang, prima kottumi, fun tamai.
Hot and spicy fun vibe Rugby marakaranga beat එක remake කරන්න නැතවෙන්න හදවත බාවලා යන්න give me refreshing කරන්න fun තුරන්න කොතුමි කික්කි කොල්ලන්න prima කොතුමි fun tamai
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Kamuda machang, prima kottumi, fun tamai.
Prima kottumi, fun tamai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Kamuda Kamuda Machang, prima kottumi, fanta mai.
Spicy fun vibe, Rugby Marakaranda. Beat take a remake, Karanda, Karanda. Have a bit of our Ayana, give me a fashion Karanda. Fun, Turana, Kotumi, Kiki Kolenda. Prima Kotumi, Fanta Mai.
Kamuda Machang, prima kottumi, fanta mai.
Hot and spicy fun vibe, Rugby Marakaranda. Beat take a remake, Karanda, Karanda. Have a bit of our Ayana, give me a fashion Karanda. Fun, Turana, Kotumi, Kiki Kolenda. Prima Kotumi, Fanta Mai.
Kamuda Machang, prima kottumi, fanta mai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm.
I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima Kotumi, Fanta Mai.
I study not just to change myself, but to make a change.
Everyone's end point is my starting point.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Kamuda Machang, prima kottumi, fanta mai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm.
I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima Kotumi, Fanta Mai.
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us? We are their plaything. I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here.
Maybe if I had your heart, you would love me the way he loves you.
Hi, Mason. I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you. Just have to keep one step ahead of her.
Two objects cannot occupy the same point in space at the same moment in time. If you get into one of my cars, you get in the wing.
First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays.
Kamuda Machang, prima kottumi, fanta mai.
Hot and spicy fun vibe, Rugby Marakaranda. Beat take a remake, Karanda, Karanda. Have a bit of our Ayana, give me a fashion Karanda. Fun, Turana, Kotumi, Kiki Kolenda. Prima Kotumi, Fanta Mai.
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Kamuda Machang, prima kottumi, fanta mai.
Prima Kotumi, Fanta Mai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Kamuda macang, prima kottumi fanta mai.
Hot and spicy fun like Rugby Marakaranda. Beat the remake karanda winna. Hada wada bawala yanna beat mera fashion karanda. Fun turana kottumi kikki kolenna. Prima kottumi fanta mai.
Kamuda macang, prima kottumi fanta mai.
Hot and spicy fun like Rugby Marakaranda. Beat the remake karanda winna. Hada wada bawala yanna beat mera fashion karanda. Fun turana kottumi kikki kolenna. Prima kottumi fanta mai.
Kamuda macang, prima kottumi fanta mai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm.
I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Welcome back everyone to the Panagoda Army Grounds, and unfortunately the news coming from the centre is not a good one, as the 2 teams and the match officials have decided to postpone the game, and the second half we will resume the game from the second half on a new date, and that date will be announced very soon, and we will make sure to bring you the update on that new date for this encounter between Army Sports Club and Police Sports Club. So the update at halftime was that Army Sports Club, they have the lead 8 points to 5, and yeah, that's the confirmation. At halftime, Army 8, Police 5. So let's see how things pan out when the new date gets announced for the second half action in this encounter. Unfortunately, the weather didn't allow us to begin the second half, and that's the remaining game for this week, the first week of the tournament of the Mastercard Interclub A Division Rugby League 2024 and 2025. We have Kandy Sports Club taking on Sri Lions at the Nitawala grounds. You can catch the live action tomorrow on Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, the Papare TV. So thank you very much everyone for joining with us today for the live action of this encounter between Army Sports Club and Police Sports Club. It's quite unfortunate that we were unable to get the full game's action, but hoping to see the full action tomorrow. Make sure to stay tuned to Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, the Papare TV. Black City Silva signing off alongside Arvin Abedira and the rest of the Papare technical and production crew. Have a very good night.
Beat එක remake කරන්නට වෙන්න හදවත බාවලා යන්න කිව්වර fashion කරන්න fun උතුරන්න කොතුමි කික්ක කොල්ලන්න cream කොතුමි fun තමයි
Kamuda Machang, prima kottumi, fantamai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm.
I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
5 account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima kottumi, fun tamai.
I study not just to change myself, but to make a change.
Everyone's end point is my starting point.
Five account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Kamuda Machang, prima kottumi, fantamai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm.
I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
5 account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima kottumi, fun tamai.
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us? We are their plaything. I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here.
Maybe if I had your heart, he would love me the way he loves you.
Hi, Mason. I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you. You just have to keep one step ahead of her.
Two objects cannot occupy the same point in space at the same moment in time. If you get into one of my cars, you get in the wing.
First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays.
Kamuda Machang, prima kottumi, fantamai.
Hot and spicy fun vibe with the beat karanda. Beat ek remake karannat wenna. Hadavat bawala yanna kiwwar fashion karanda. Fun uturanna kottumi kick kollana. Prima kottumi, fun tamai.
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Kamuda Machang, prima kottumi, fantamai.
Prima kottumi, fun tamai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorsey, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.